Yep, Haaland doing what Haaland does. 2 goals on his return, like he never left. And most importantly, like you said, there is rhythm.
For sure.
They look like they have finally got the rhythm I kept asking for.
Yeah, we have, but not just yet. I still think we can do some little bit here and there. We are going towards our destination. We aren't yet there, but yeah. And let it be known to the Arsenal fans, we are coming. We are coming.
You know, I've had that line
Let
from the
it be
first
known.
game of the season, eh?
That's the boldest Teddy's ever been on this show. Like, we are coming.
We are coming. Let it be known. The kind of games, the consecutive wins that we've been talking about throughout the season, it's coming to pass. Right now, we are having 8 consecutive wins. Let it be known. We are coming.
Oh, listen here, Teddy. Listen here, man.
And,
I've
and,
had
and let's
this line.
keep this conversation on the game yesterday.
Yes.
Let's not take it to Man City Arsenal. It tends to...
No.
No.
I've
Keep it to
had
the
this
yesterday.
line since the start of the season.
But it's coming to pass.
That's what you said after 10 games.
Guys, we are talking about
But now,
City away at Southampton. Haaland with possibly the
Wow.
best goal he scored
Most
yet.
remembered
I
game.
don't know why
England.
guys were making noise about, Haaland should not be playing for Manchester United, Man City because they're not fluid. They don't know how to use him. Guys, man. Number one, you don't have to play good football each and every weekend. So long as you get the points, so long as you get the goals, that's what Haaland does for you. He gets you the goals out of nothing. And yesterday, City
we
were
did struggle.
fluid. For a second, I was scared, man. If this is the City we're going to face at Etihad.
We were fluid, yes, but I think we kind of struggled.
Yeah.
These are the kind of games where Haaland kind of shines in, you know, where you can't get a goal, then Haaland does his thing, and you get over the edge and win the game.
Yes, Southampton really gave you a hard time.
Yeah.
They played their hearts out, but you still had a good performance all round. You just didn't win. You won with a good performance. And also your star man getting to 30 goals. He scored 44 goals, and we still have how many games? At least they'll play like at least 12 goals. 12 games,
yeah.
sorry.
It's insane.
12 games, and he can score 50, maybe
It's
Yeah.
insane.
55.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is bonkers, to be honest.
Vitangu tu alitufunga mingi na kwa
Yeah, I understand the point that Ted brought up when he said that they're not there yet 100%, because I remember in the first few minutes of the first half, there was a brilliant chance there from Kamaldeen Suleimana, who I thought,
Hey, that
hey
guy.
man, that
Hey.
guy should have done better.
He was destroying Akanji.
But
Akanji was saying
chances
shadows.
must be made. Like chances must be made.
And in that chance, because Suleimana was off and he was going away, and then all of a sudden Nadanake is all over him. I think it just added to the point that Pep Guardiola had made prior to the match about how Nadanake reads the game and how physical and intense he is. And so for Southampton, I get the point where guys are saying that probably they're going to be relegated this season. I think it's true. If Rafa Senultro was in charge, probably a different result. But yeah, Manchester City get the routine win.
Which City was more fluid? The City Liverpool or the City Southampton?
City Liverpool.
City Liverpool is more fluid.
Yes.
But maybe it's because we are more used to that City for
Yeah.
longer periods. Because the last 2 years, City played without a striker. So we were used to them playing in a particular way. When Alvarez plays as the 9, they are a lot more fluid. Their movement is more seamless. He's able to move in areas where Haaland doesn't go to.
Yeah.
They switch positions easier, whereas Haaland is primarily a 9.
Yeah.
So he sticks in and around the box. So they looked smooth versus Liverpool. Yesterday, they were dominant, but not necessarily as
Smooth as
smooth and
Maserati.
there's something.
Maserati on a highway.
And that is the point that people who argue for and against Haaland keep saying. When Haaland is there, they are slightly, not by much, but they are just slightly more predictable. You know they are going to put that ball in the box.
Yeah.
And it's much easier to defend when you know that ball is going to come in the box. When they have Alvarez, you're not sure where he's going to pop up. He pops up on the right, he pops up on the left.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more, and they don't have to go swing crosses in the box. They switch the game around when he's not there.
Yeah.
And also because you are a lot more used to them then
Yes.
last season than this season.
Yeah.
So but on the other hand, this guy just needs to find a way and he'll score. Like, so you are left there thinking they have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
It's a good problem.
Yeah.
Like they
It's
can
a good
play fluid or they can play let's go direct. Now the question comes when they play at the very, very top teams. I want to see what will happen. Because the top teams will
Bayern.
defend Haaland better.
Yeah.
I think so. I think they would defend City's style better
City style better.
without Haaland.
Oh, than with Haaland.
Yeah, because with Haaland, you know that City are going to put the ball in the box, but the guy will still score. How do you defend Haaland?
Stopping the crosses then.
That's the only way.
And no, wait, when we were at this City thing, I saw a quote yesterday, and a friend of mine tagged. I replied to it, and he said Pep was explaining why he at times prefers playing Stones at right back than Kyle Walker, because Stones is able to get into midfield and he has the ability, and he used the word educated.
Yeah.
And my friend really had a go at it and he said, this is Pep.
Racism, eh?
Yeah, this is Pep putting down a black player saying all he is athletic.
Ooh.
Eh,
because Walker plays on the
like-
wing mostly.
Because when he plays Walker on the right, he says Walker is not able to go in.
Yeah.
But Stones is able to go in into midfield.
Yeah.
So is maybe Rico Lewis. And then the guy said, this is just Pep being Pep not
But
respecting
Rico-
black players enough.
But Rico is black.
Well, I would assume, even looking at history, I don't think Guardiola is a man who spends a lot of time with fullbacks. Looking at the likes of Zinchenko, Cancelo, even in the previous days, Benjamin Mendy wasn't a regular starter. I think it's something that Pep Guardiola is trying to figure out right now with this new system and bringing in a guy who's going to play in the middle.
But Lam,
And-
Correction, he does.
Lam.
Because
Lam
the
played.
fullbacks usually come in as inverted.
But that's
Yes.
that's the argument.
That's
with
what you
Kyle
want to
Walker.
see, yes.
His argument was Kyle Walker is not able to do that enough.
Yes.
Compared to
John
John Stones.
Stones,
So
yeah.
he'd rather play a centre back, but who knows what to do in the middle.
In the middle, yeah.
Yeah,
They can play in a pivot with
For me,
Rodri.
it's not about
And
race.
then now the question was, it's almost like stereotyping, where black guys are just athletic.
Yeah.
They can't seem
but
to.
let's be honest,
Come on.
Ake is also black. Rico Lewis is also black.
I think Pep is just trying to bring out the best of both kind of plays they usually play. The possession kind of play and
Yeah.
the counter kind of play, where they can bombard you with the possession in your area, and when on the counter they can use the Haaland aspect to kill you off.
I think that it's more a case of the so-called
Modern.
modern day football
Yes.
Yeah.
and old school fullback. I sit at the back and I bomb forward and I go
I go back.
defend.
Yes.
So it's the difference between Zinchenko and Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the difference almost quite possibly between Ben White and Kyle and Zinchenko, because Ben White doesn't do those going to meet. No.
No.
In fact, he rarely crosses the halfway line. Like I defend first. So and then there's this whole new thing of forwards, fullbacks must do a gazillion. It's that whole thing of the centre back must play from the back and the goalkeeper must play from the back.
Ball playing
I
centre
guess
back.
it's one of those things that I really don't like. So maybe
Because even in Arsenal, Kieran Tierney has not been playing
Because
he can't play the way Zinchenko plays. Move into midfield and
be
be
part
an
of the
extra
midfield,
body
yes.
in the midfield area and sort of create. Kieran Tierney can't do that.
Yeah.
He's the traditional midfielder. Fullback. You go to the byline, get to the byline, cut it back, cross it.
That's it.
That's it. That's the way he's known football, and I think also that's the way Kyle Walker knows his football. You know?
like these are the complicated things. Let's not do.
You can't
Let's
teach
not